Alright, so as you can see, we have our final Season 6 teaser right here. It's not a video, it's not a reality log. Instead, it's Agent Jonesy in his final form with all the things that he basically took from the hunters and a blurred out background. So first and foremost, obviously this pretty much confirms that we're going to get this Agent Jones awesome style. Now, will there be other styles? Will he be reactive? Who knows? So if you missed my video on the 2 skins we should expect to see in Season 6, I said this skin right here, in this exact state where he borrowed things from all the hunters, and then I said Lara Croft as well. But like I said, this is pretty much proof. You can see he's got Ryu's glove on. I thought that was Ryu's headband as well, but people told me that was the tie he was wearing. Then I thought that bracer on his arm was from the Predator, but people tell me that's from Batman. So both of those kind of make sense because remember the Batman comic is coming out, so that would tie together with this season as well. And you can still see that tattoo on his arm. That was from Snake Eyes. And he's got the Mandalorian sort of armor on there. So all the things he gathered from the hunters will be on this skin. So before we talk about the blurred out background, let's talk about what the official Fortnite Twitter posted alongside this image. And that's a link to a YouTube video. And if you click it, it takes you straight to the premiere. So at the time of me making this video, it premieres in 17 hours. And that correlates to a time of 3 a.m. for me. That's 3 a.m. in the morning. So if you want to be spoiled with the cinematic opening, wake up at 3 a.m., go to their official YouTube channel, and you can watch this trailer right away. Now, apparently the video lasts for 3 minutes and 14 seconds. Have we ever had a cinematic opening trailer last 3 minutes before? I believe this is going to be a huge story-based season, and this is a prime example. 3 minutes and 14 seconds. Now, what I hope it's not is the solo experience that everyone gets to play through as soon as you log into Season 6. If that's what's uploading at 3 a.m., that's going to be disappointing because it's going to be all over the internet. Everyone's going to see it before you actually log in and experience it yourself. But I don't know if those are one and the same. Is the solo mission only going to be 3 minutes, or is that just the opening and then you get tossed into some kind of solo experience? I have no idea. Now, I know a lot of you guys hate when leaks are spread, but rest assured I never leak anything related to the plot. The storyline, the plot, never. So I would never spoil anything like that for anybody. So let's go back to this image here. So in the background, you can see, well, first of all, the battle bus flying over. There's all sorts of embers and flames spitting around. It almost looks like giant fireballs in the distance. You can see smoke protruding. But more importantly, let's take a look at where exactly Agent Jones is standing. So as you should be aware, if you're a follower of my channel, my favorite spot to land on the map is John Wick's house, aka the Reaper house, aka Ferris Bueller's house, and then aka again, because people yell at me and say, hey, it's not Ferris Bueller's house. If you watch the movie, it would be Ferris Bueller's friend's house. So all of those names. The white mansion on the far left of the map, that is exactly where he's positioned. So I tried to figure out who mentioned this first on Twitter and Reddit, but there's just so many posts. So I just picked one. If this is not the guy that found this originally, I apologize. It looked like he was the first one to post it. So right here's the image. This is from someone on Twitter who follows me. His name is Raze, but there's a V in there. So R-A-Z-V-E. I'm assuming it's still pronounced Raze, but I don't know. As you can see, though, he circled right where the mansion is, or Ferris Bueller's friend's house. And then in yellow, he circled a little island. In red, he circled a little inlet of an island. So you may be thinking, well, that's not definitive proof. But then another trustworthy person, Merle, I love Merle, by the way, so all credit goes to him for this, he posted this. So this is even more proof. So if you cycle between these two images, left and right, or if you put them on the screen at the same time, you can clearly tell this is exactly where he's standing. You can see that inlet on the right, you can see the little island on the left, and that's exactly what the other person circled, except his was a mini-map view, and Merle's is a direct view. So pretty sure he's standing somewhere facing my favorite landing spot, which is the mansion, which looks to be destroyed. What the heck? Why do they have to do me like that? It seems like every point of interest I've ever loved gets destroyed. So speaking of getting destroyed, we had a loading screen leaked in the last update that everyone was going crazy about because no one knew what it meant. And this is exactly what I'm talking about right here. You can see it looks like the battle bus is raining down meteors or fireballs. And everyone has their glider and umbrella up trying to dodge and weave, but you can see this destruction just raining down. And that looks not quite the same as what we see in this Agent Jones image, but kind of similar. So maybe these two are correlated. Why all the fireballs? Why are they coming from what appears to be the battle bus in this image? But then in the teaser one we have here, they're already on the ground. So I don't know what that means. I'm guessing we're going to see in the cinematic trailer. Now, speaking of leaked or data mined skins, we also got word of the starter pack for next season. And everyone thought, what does his description mean? So his name is Centurion. So I've seen a few different theories here. Some people are saying that that's going to be a point of interest called Hazard Platoon. And then other people are saying, no, it's just going to be a group. And they're going to be called Hazard Platoon. Because, of course, a platoon is a group of soldiers usually commanded by someone. So he's the commander. So it sounds more plausible to be that rather than a new point of interest, but I don't know. Now, speaking of points of interest, obviously you can see destruction on the map, so I'm hoping we get at least a few new ones. Now, this season, remember, we got a mashup, Salty Towers. So I anticipate at least another mashup. Will it be like Salty Towers and bring back a super old point of interest mashed with one of the newer ones? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I think that's about all I can squeeze from this image. So this is it. This is the last teaser. Tomorrow morning at the crack of dawn, quite literally, we can experience this 3-minute plus cinematic trailer and then jump into season 6. I, for one, can't wait. So that's it. That's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated. And don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator code, which is Tabor time.